Very well. Today, I'm going to show you 15 Hytale mods, but first I need to show you how to back up your world to avoid any version compatibility issues or any problems we might encounter when installing a mod, okay? So what we'll do now is press Windows, key plus R, type app data, and go to the roaming section. In this folder, we'll search for the folder called Hytale. Here it is, okay? It starts with H, and here we'll access the user data section. If we go to saves, this is where our worlds should be stored. As you can see, I have two worlds, survival and new world, and these are the ones I have access to here. We'll take this folder and copy it, okay? And paste it wherever you want to save this backup without any issue. That's it. Is that simple? Also, as a small detail, it seems we can access different backups of the world itself. I have to say I don't know exactly how this section works, but probably, for example, I'll go to my survival world. This backup was created on the 1st of the 15th, so I understand if I enter, I'll have that version. Okay, the universe version, right? The universe folder, which is basically the world. And I have the version from this day, okay? I don't know if this is configurable here. It doesn't seem like there's a setting for backup frequency, or at least it's not apparent right now, but just know this feature exists, okay? So it's that simple. All right, how can we get mods in Hytale? Okay, as you can see here, for example, I have this mod for this world. Well, there are quite a few ways to do it. Let's press Windows, key plus R, type app data, go to roaming, and look for Hytale, okay? And here in Hytale, we'll go to the user data section. There we have this mods folder. These would be the general mods. For example, if I put I Spy here, which is like Minecraft's Jade, if I right click on this world, you can see by default this mod isn't enabled. I would need to press enter to enable it, okay? Same for survival. If I remove it, the mod is removed without any issue. Important, if we want a mod for a specific world, we'll go to worlds, right click and select open folder for that world. And basically to show you the folder structure, you'd go to user data, then saves, then to the world, okay? Literally, as you can see, the address is the same. Here we have the mods section where we can add a specific mod for that world if we want. That is, of course, if we only want it for that world and not for Hytale in general. Alright, how can we get the ISP mod? As you can see in the top left, I have this mod working fine, and I can see, or basically the game tells me what I'm looking at. It's true that the item classification showing Hytale doesn't make much sense since it shows almost the same thing for all items. Or at least I haven't found any item where it shows something different. Also, even when pointing at mobs, it shows their exact health and tells me what type of mob it is, which is quite interesting. So how does this mod work? Well, it's the closest thing we have right now. More than the J mod, there was a similar Minecraft mod that basically showed what you're looking at or something like that. And basically it just does that. It shows us the block name, entity's name, and current health. Obviously, it updates in real time. So to download it, simply go to Files, find the versions, click the three buttons, and select Get File. Where should we save this file? In the Hytale Mods folder. To find this in Windows, press Windows plus R, go to App Data, then Roaming, and look for Hytale, okay? Here it is. Now go to User Data and then to the Mods folder. And here we save the ISP mod. And, well, to use it in our world, as always, very important. In Walls, right-click and make sure ISP is selected, okay? So it's that simple. Alright, welcome to the second mod, the Advanced Type Info, or Item Info. Well, this mod basically allows us, through a command, to access information about most mods. Obviously, it's currently in development, and we access it through this custom menu from the mod itself, but in the future, we might be able to do it within our own inventory, which isn't possible right now, okay? So, how do we get this mod? Basically, we go to Advanced Item Info and search for this mod within CurseForge. Here it tells us what information it provides: the ID, icon, quality, item level, max stack, max durability, if it's consumable, if it has a block, fuel amount, if it's a tool, weapon, armor, glider, utility, portal key, and where it can be crafted. Basically, we click on Files, then three buttons and Get File, and we'll save this file in this folder here, okay? roaming, Hytale, user data, mods. We can access this with Windows plus R app data. Then we simply put it in our Minecraft world and we'll have access to all this information. For example, we can go to the steel graves or look the blacksmith anvil and it says can be crafted in workbench tier 0. Okay, so there we have a bit of information. Alright, how can we use the Violet's furnishing mod? Well, this mod comes from the modder Violet, who has already created several really good Hytale mods, honestly. This is the one with the most users and basically starts with this workbench, which you can craft from the normal workbench in the workbench section using 2 purple petals, any type of wood, and 2 iron nuggets. And from here, we've unlocked the option to get all kinds of decorative elements for our house, though it only has 1 tier right now. Honestly, it's unbelievable how good everything looks. Really, right? I mean, it completely outshines what's already in the game. Seriously, right? And the stuff in the game is already awesome, but I'm amazed there are already mods of this quality so soon. It hasn't even been a week, and look at all the variety of items and furniture. There are even paintings. We also have chairs, tables. I think this will help us store items, right? Or maybe it's just decorative. It stores items and has animations and everything. It's seriously impressive. These developers should literally be hired, I'm telling you. Just one mod like this improves the game tremendously. So how do we get this mod? Basically, we search for Violet's Furnishing, okay? The CurseForge mod. As you can see, 100,000 users in just 9 days, right? And it completely deserves it. It's wonderful. Basically, click on Files, then the 3 buttons, and Get File, okay? Save this file in Windows plus R, App Data, go to Roaming, then Hytale and User Data and Mods, okay? Here we can save oh look, I saved it directly as a zip file and it worked perfectly, okay? So no problem at all. Alright, today I'm showing you Violet's Plushies mod, and it's an incredible mod by Violet that really amazes me, okay? We go to the workbench section and simply obtain the plushie workbench using any wood, 2 iron ingots and 2 wool. And with this spectacular table, which fits perfectly with the game's aesthetic, we can craft all these plushies. They're divided into Hytale, Generic, Creators, Hypixel, and I believe Patreon. I think that's her Patreon section for supporters. So these are all the plushies available, okay? I've selected some of them here. They even have Simon here. You can squeeze the plushies so you can move them around, and honestly, as decorative items, they're incredible. In fact, she shows us some images with the furniture mod, and a house with all this decoration looks spectacular. It really looks super cool. It reminds me a lot of Animal Crossing. I really like the aesthetics and truly impressive mods. So to install, go to Files, click the 3 buttons, Get File, and save this file in Windows plus R App Data. Then go to Roaming, find Hytale, and save it in User Data Mods, okay? Then we just select our world and apply the mod. That's it. It's that simple and that spectacular. I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, today I'm going to show you the Violet's Wardrobe mod. I'll show it to you inside the Hytale world, and it looks spectacular. If we take our workbench and open it, as you can see, we can now craft this cloth workshop easily with this amazing table, sewing machine, and more. It looks awesome. And if we open it, as you can see, we can craft all kinds of items from caps. Okay, look at this helmet type, you craft it, and if you don't have anything on, it auto equips. Look how it appears. It looks amazing, right? It looks incredible. Seriously, if we go to clothes, we also have all types of clothing. Truth is, I wish there were more clothing variety. Caps have the most options decoratively, but obviously give credit to this creator who has 4 amazing Hytale mods. Really, right? They're incredible. Then we have these pants, which are basically the same, just reskins of each other. As you can see, this is how they look, okay? These are the pants. Obviously, if we already have cosmetics on, it might not look quite right, okay? Like in my case, but we would take them off. We can even wear a tail, apparently, okay? There we have it. And also a cap, okay? Let's craft ourselves a cap. If you're wondering, it gives 5% defense, okay? Something here gives us 5% defense. I'm not really sure what it is. These are the pants, got it? Just so you know. But everything else doesn't provide any defense. And of course, you're probably wondering, okay, but can I wear armor with this? And the answer is no, okay? No, they're purely cosmetic, either for servers or for whatever you want to use them for. So yeah, super cool mod. How can we get it? Well, we head over to CurseForge. As you can see, we go to Files in Violette's Wardrobe, click the three buttons and Get Files, Windows plus R, App Data, go to Roaming, Minecraft, and sorry, Force of Habit. Roaming, we go to Hytale, and in User Data, we go to the Mods folder, okay? So yeah, it's that simple. Alright, now we're going to look at Violette's Music Players mod, another mod from this amazing artist called Violette. And the truth is, if you didn't have enough of those design mods with furniture and such, well, this one also comes with music. Basically, we can use a workbench to craft the music workstation. We'll place this, and inside the music workstation, we can craft a record player, okay? Which basically lets us place discs and play them from there, got it? This turntable looks incredible, by the way, super detailed. Then we also have different music boxes with preset songs that simply play when you open them. They have a range of about 10 blocks, 15 blocks. If you move too far away, it sounds quieter, and if you get closer, it sounds louder. It would be cool if there was an accessory with more power, right? Obviously, I understand most people would use this at home where music plays when you approach, but it'd be cool to have one that, I don't know, could be used for concerts throughout Hytale. I'm just throwing that idea out there, right? Like putting a player that can be heard from far away, so on a server you could blast music, since I've seen other mods that let you play instruments, you know? There's a mod that lets you play instruments and you can choose which track to play. It's just taking that idea, and you'll say, why don't you make the mod? Well, you've got a point there, huh? You're absolutely right, but well, I'm just sharing the idea. As always, this artist's work is incredible, bringing us these Hytale 2 tracks by Oscar Garvin, apparently. And then they've included a bunch of tracks by Ravwentz, Slammer. The truth is, I don't know who they are. Mizu. I don't know if they're Violette's collaborators, but they're incredible. And honestly, just the aesthetic of having this little box with the particles and everything makes the mod amazing. So yeah, that's about it for Violette's mods. If any other impressive mods come out, like all the ones we've seen so far, I'll definitely showcase them. So how can we get this mod? Basically, just go to Violette Music Players, click on Files, and here you'll find three buttons. Click Get File, and that's it. Super simple. Very well. Welcome to the Immersive Instruments mod. This mod works through the workbench. We simply place it, go to the Tools section, and it gives us access to multiple instruments. And how do they work? They're quite simple. We have different instruments here, each with its own models, and basically we right-click to access a variety of songs we can play by default. We can even upload the name of a melody and the URL to a MIDI file to play whatever we want, which is amazing. So if we hit play, you won't see or hear it now, but basically it will be playing. If we start moving, it keeps playing, and when we stop, it will start playing again, and you can hear it. So it's pretty cool. So how can we get this simple Hytale mod? We just go here to Immersive Melodies. As you can see, it has 100,000 users. We go to Files, click the three buttons, and select Get File. We save this file by pressing Windows plus R, going to App Data, then Roaming, then Hytale, then User Data, and save it in the mods folder. That's it. It's that simple. Alright, how can we translate Hytale into Spanish, okay? Like I'm literally doing right now. Well, it's pretty simple. We'll go into CurveForge and search for Spanish translation. The first or most popular resource, okay? There might be others with more support in the future, but since the game was released less than a week ago, we can't know for sure. But basically what we'll do is click the three buttons, get the file, and this will be a zip file. We're going to save it in the Hytale folder. The Hytale folder is found in Windows plus R, App Data, Roaming, and then search for Hytale. Now, if we open this file, you can see it has the manifest JSON and the install, okay? These two folders just move here. We click replace items, and basically that's it. We haven't lost the language we had before. Let's make sure we have the latest version and also ensure this mod is updated to the latest version. Basically, when we restart the game, this mod does require a small restart. Well, when we restart the game and open it again, we'll have access to change the language in the settings section, okay? We'll go to settings, then language, and at first nothing will appear, but when we select it, you can see it shows up. So it's that simple. Alright, how can we use the Wayback Charm mod? This mod adds a charm requiring 4 gold, 1 medium leather, 5 void essences, and 5 life essences. It's an item that could honestly fit perfectly within the game and would make a lot of sense. Currently, players use the Arcanist table to return to base. They have a portal at their base, and when they're thousands of blocks away from home, they simply place a portal there to return home, right? That portal stays there forever. Now, you don't really want it, but somehow you need it to get back. So this charm solves that small problem. Obviously, there will be portals we want to keep, but many others we only have because we had no choice. So the Wayback Charm allows us to simply press the F key to return to the nearest spawn point, which is the nearest bed, okay? We just craft it, press F, and it takes us to the nearest bed. You can set a bed as your spawn point by interacting with it and confirming, okay? And then we have the bed set up without any issues, okay? If I press the charm now, it would take me to it. There's another bed over there. If I use the charm, it would take me to whichever is closer, the bed or spawn point. So how do we get this mod? Well, it's very important to go to CurseForge, search for Wayback Charm, click on Files, click the 3 dots and select Get this file. Save this file in the Hytale mods folder. Additionally, we also need the spellbook, okay? If we look at the Wayback Charm page, it tells us we need the spellbook library, okay? Same process. Go to Files and choose a compatible version. Press Windows plus R, type App Data, go to Roaming and find Hytale. This is where we'll save both mods inside the user data folder and then inside the mods folder, okay? When loading your world, important, in walls, right click and select both spellbook and Wayback Charm at the same time. Otherwise it won't work. That's it. It's that simple. Alright, how can we get a better mod list? Okay, here we have a little overview of all the mods. It won't let me move with the bar or even click on the bar and move. I don't know if I'm not... No, it just doesn't let me, okay? As you can see, here we have all the mods that say enabled, enabled, disabled, okay? The ones that let us have crouch slide, mounts, park up. Actually, there are many mods here I don't have, but I guess they're part of Hytale itself. Look, it tells us there we can disable it. And there we can show the mods I actually have. And as it says enabled, I only have better mod list, okay? Basically, you open chat, type /mod list, and you can see all the mods. As you can see, they don't have logos, okay? And the user tells you that in the path or folder common/UI/custom, you can change the PNG, okay? And the size is 96 by 96 for the image you can use as a new logo, okay? So to get this file, simply go to Files, click the 3 buttons and select Get File. We'll save this file by pressing Windows plus R, going to App Data, then Roaming, finding Hytale, and inside Hytale, saving it in user data and mods, okay? And with this 10th mod, I'd like to finish our mod list, okay? I've brought 10 mods that Hytale has. Obviously, there are many more mods, some more extensive, but for longer mods, I prefer making dedicated videos explaining them in detail rather than just skimming through, right? But I wanted to show you a bit of the potential it has right now. Many of these are interface tweaks, small changes, configuration options, convenience features, okay? But you'll see that over time, mods with entire dimensions, dungeons, animal ecosystems, and tons of ores will appear. The typical Minecraft stuff, but inside Hytale. And I'll definitely try to bring it to the channel, without a doubt, while obviously not abandoning the Minecraft content I've always covered. So I hope you enjoyed this list of 10 mods. I'll surely bring more since there are so many interesting ones worth discussing. And yeah, which one was your favorite? Which one is your favorite? Let me know.